out of the wing a little bit from the engines there on the leading edge. That's the landing lights. On the DC-2, they're right in the nose of the plane, right at the bottom of the very nose of the plane. You see it sticking. That's how you tell them. What's the important thing about this? This aircraft comes along in 1938, 1939, now we have World War II. The military version of the DC-3 was called the C-47. During the war, approximately 10,000 C-47s were made. These other planes who were making them, they're done in batches of 50 or 60 or 100. The DC-2, 200 at the start. 10,000 of these things were made for World War II. What do? Well, for one thing, they jump paratroopers. And for a while when I was in the Army, I'm a retired Army officer, I was in the paratrooper. Well, I never jumped this plane. I jumped one similar to it. But so they jump paratroopers. And you see any movies of the Normandy invasion and the paratroopers going out, they're all going out as C-47s. The DC-3 military version. Also, they towed gliders. So when the troops would come in a glider and land, of course you need something to tow it because a glider doesn't have an engine, towed by this. They carried supplies, they evacuated wounded, they did all of that. So a very important plane during the war. There are still several hundred DC-3s flying today. And they're very, very popular. I mean, of course, the engines have been overhauled and all that stuff's been done. So, no running, please. Just walk. Thank you. So, anyway, and they asked a pilot of a DC-3 that'd flown one probably all his life, what would you prefer? I mean, to this DC-3, you've been flying forever. You know what his answer was? A brand new DC-3. I don't want anything else. Okay, we've taken about an hour of your time. There's a lot more to see here at this museum. There's a World War I and World War II gallery that way, across the hall, across the road, over that bridge. You can see the full fuselage trainer. There are people that will tell you about that. Every single astronaut that's ever been up, and astronauts that have not been up have trained in that trainer. It's a prototype of a prototype. It was never designed to fly. It's built out of wood. But all the instrumentation, all the stuff is there, so they can get familiar with it on the ground. And so that's really a neat thing to see. It's full size and everything. The only thing's not there is the wings and the wheels. Everything else is there. And you can walk into the cargo.
Thank you very much.
All right. If there's any questions, I'll be